Hello everyone, how are you all? Bonjour, comment ça va? So this is the video for anyone who is learning Tamil through music and Tamil film songs. So this is a film song. So this film is Oorellam Un Paattu. It's a Tamil film. So I've given you transliteration as well. Oorellam Un Paattu. Un Paattu. What is the meaning? So it means Oor means a place, such as if you want to say London is a place or Leicester is a place, or within that Leicester there is some other wards or divisions or anything you can say Oor. Ellam means all, but here Oorellam is everywhere. Un means your, Paattu means song, your song. And you can also learn Tamil letters from these musical notes. So I've given you below the letters. You can also try to write, to learn to write as well. It depends your goal, whatever your goal is. So this is sa, ni, da, pa, da, ga, ma, pa, da, pa. And then the next line we are going takadimi tom, tom, tom. So these are the musical notes, musical phrases, which is called kind of a jati. So there isn't any special meaning for those things. So this is normally used in dances, classical dances. So for example, you could say ta, ka, de, mi, ta, ka, ta, ka, ta, ka, ta, ka. So like those things. And if you say tom, you can listen to this. So you can also say tom, tom, tom. So if you press these keys, the piano keys, you could hear that sound as well. Tom, to, tom, tom, and so on. So we could say these are the rhythmic words. And ena means and so, nadam means dance, idadi. So idadi is referring to a girl or she, a female person. If you want to say you dance, giving that instruction to a man, you could say idada. But of course, if they are younger, little boy, then you could say, because it's very informal. So here in this song, a couple in relationship, so the guy is addressing a girl, so he can say that. But the girl, it doesn't apply normally to say a boy, idada, but it doesn't. But it depends how they speak with each other. But the E means it's addressing female. Idada means addressing a male person. That is the difference. But you don't go and say nadam idada. You don't say that, but you have to make sure you're in what kind of terms you are there. Well, anyway, so putting the steps is nadam idadi. Putting, like the stepping, how to step in dance, like a ballet or anything. So nadam means a dance, nadam idadi. And then the next line goes, Muru nilave. So which is Muru nilave means it is, Muru means the whole. Muru, nilave means moon. So I've given you the transliteration, Muru nilave, Arul Vadive. Arul means a divine. Vadive is like a form, kind of your figurine. So I think in the song this guy is addressing the girl. You look like a whole moon, beautiful whole moon. You look like a very divine person. I have not watched the film. I will soon. If you have the time, you can also listen to this song and watch this film. And then kalai is any art form. So normally the art form is very beautiful. So he's again calling the girl or comparing the girl as she is a beautiful art form. Sorry, it's moving. Yes, kalayarage. And silai means statue, vadive. So again, it's in a good form. Like how can we say, like hourglass, for example, that figure, silai vadive. So I've given you here all of those things, pa, sa, but I don't think I've written it here, but you can always refer to the main page, which is here. I've given the notes for this ragam, but in English you say notations, the notes. So I've given here sa. Well, I didn't give that either. I've only given you, well, some of the notes, some of my files I have given, so you can refer. So I don't think this would be useful, just other than the notations in C or D or E you can, but the pronunciation is not in that. But as we go along, you might be able to see somewhere all these things. Anyway, I thought that I have given. Make sure every time I give you on those notes as well. Okay, Tiruvadi. So again, the adi means like a feet, as in our feet. So whenever you represent Thiru, just a Thiru you can address as a Mr. When you say Mr., this is the form Thiru they would say. And you can also say, when you say normally to the foot you are referring is Tiruvadi, means the divine foot. Normally you just say for God or goddess's foot. For example, if you want to say, how do you say? I'm just trying to think. If we want to say Her Majesty the Queen, her, and in those things the H will become uppercase, right? Because we are talking about the Queen or His Majesty the King. In this case, the His H we put in uppercase, right? We don't put it like a lowercase. That's why it's referring to kind of Tiru. So Tandava means like a dance, and then this is again ta, ri, ki, ta. These are the musical rhythmic phrases. Ta, ri, ki, da, ta, ka, di, mi. So here that's the ta. You can compare that ta, ta, ga. If anyways ga is not there. Ta, ka, di, mi, ta, ka, janu. So if it is soft, I give the ta. If it is a hard sound, I give the di. Dimi. So here we say ta, soft. Here we say di, hard one. That's how you can use it. And then here ta, ka, janu. Ta, ti, ki. So these are the musical phrases, rhythmic phrases. So you can dance like with this kind of thing. So the next word is coming, nilavum. So do you remember what is nilavum? Yeah, nilave. Just now we seen here nilave, moon, full moon. I must have given there full moon. Okay, so the next line goes as well. Nilavum, as in moon, Vandadam. So with her beautiful, to see her beautiful form, beautiful art form or whatever, and even the moon, Vandu Adam, even moon could come down and dance with her beauty. And or Malar Mugam Kana. Malar means a flower. So more or less similar, isn't it? Flower, Malar. Mugam, her face is like a flower, And to see her face like a flower, the moon can come down from sky and dance. Wulavu means, I have not given here, but wulavu means like roaming. So wu la wu im. So this different is wu. This is also wu, but this wu you don't begin a word or a sentence with this wu. It can only come in the middle or at the end. Whereas if it is beginning with the wu, then you're supposed to be starting with this one. That is the difference, because this is the vowel, and this is kind of vowel and the letter joined together. So Vulavu means roaming, and Vandu means va in dodi. You can split this as a two words, Vandu plus odi. So do plus o becomes do. Vandodi. Vandu means be, and odi means like running. So the bees are roaming, and they are, because of her flower, to see her flower face or art form, even the roaming bees could run. And urugidume means melting. Urugidume. So here I say ga, hard one. Urugidume. Sometimes we can say ka. So the thing that any linguistic is listening to it, in Tamil language, we only have one ka, one da, one na, and so on. But according to the word, we can use the same letter and pronounce it softer and harder according to that. Whereas other languages from South India, such as Telugu, there are four main languages: Tamil, Telugu, Malayalam, and Kannadam. They spoken in four different states. Like in the United Kingdom, England, Wales, where they speak Welsh, and then in Scotland, where they speak Scottish language, and then in Ireland, where they speak Irish language. Is it Celtic? In Scotland and Ireland, Celtic, is it? Not sure, I forgot. Like that, in South India, you've got four different states, and in Tamil Nadu people speak Tamil. But in Tamil Nadu, you also have Telugu people, Malayalam people, Kannada people. Like in London, like in England, all Welsh people, Scottish people, Irish people mixed here. So same as in Tamil Nadu as well. I suppose in other states as well, but the percentage is lower. Very small percentage of Tamil people would be living in Kerala or Canada or in Telugu language state, which is Andhra Pradesh. Anyway, in those languages, you've got four different kas, ka, ga. So they've got softer for two soft, two different ka, and two hard, two different ga, and so on for the ka, nya, cha, and ka, nga, cha, nya, ta as well. They've got, and then na as well, four, and ta as well, four. Saying that in Tamil we've got three different nas, but the pronunciation is the same thing. It's not hard or anything. I have given in different videos in my previous videos. You can check it out. I can try and give it to you as well now. So the main difference is, I'm going to write that. I don't know if you can see it. So I'm putting this just like a kind of circle, and then come over this, and then that, and then that, and the straight line. So this is na, this is na. But this one would come only in the middle or at the end, not at the beginning. This is the difference. So you can only use this na in the middle or in the beginning. It doesn't, a word or a sentence does not begin with this one. The other one is, I don't know if you could see, just like this, and then do, and then this one. So this one, it can come at the beginning, middle, or end, wherever it can. And then the other one, it can only come at the end again, in the middle and the end. So the difference is, so there's a 3 circles in there, there's only 2 circles here. These 2 can come in the middle or at the end. They all pronounce same, na, na, and na, na. So there is no soft or hard sound or anything, but there are some rules when to use and stuff. I'm not going to do that now. If you do want it, do write it to me in the comment box, explain, and then I will explain this one. To explain na, you can say explain na in English. So you can say explain na, then I know what does it mean, then I can explain it to you. But I've already put some other videos in Tamil, so you can check it out. So now we see, I'm going to write it clearly. So na, na, and then na. So we have 3 nas. So na, na, na. So the first 2, it can come only in the beginning, in the middle and at the end. This one can come anywhere, beginning, middle, or at the end. But there are, again, if you put the dot on top of it, let me put that, then it can come only in the middle. It can't function by itself. The same goes for all of these things. Can only come in the middle or at the end. These 2 can come in the middle and at the end. This one can't come at the end. I don't think so. It's only in the middle. So that's the way. But whenever we say ka, there's only one ka. But whereas in Telugu, there are 4 different kas. Telugu, Malayalam, I presume Kannada too. I'm not quite sure. And then this word sa, this also, there are 4 different ones. And then the same for Telugu, Malayalam, and Kannada. But whereas in Tamil, there's only one. But you change the pronunciation according to the word. That's normally by native people, they would be able to understand that. And then according to that, they will be able to pronounce it. For any learners, it would come by habit. And so there are about, I think, 5 letters that's got 4 different forms, which is ka, sa, and then the ta, kanga chanya, ta, and then na, and then ta, and then pa, and ma. I think there are 6, maybe 6 or 7, I don't even remember. Ka, nya, cha, nya, ta, na, ta, ta, pa, ma. 8 letters. I presume 8 letters, yeah. 8 letters have got 4 different forms in Telugu and Kannada and Malayalam, in no particular order. Yeah, so that's that. But we are going to go for this words learning, Tamil words learning and sentences. Okay, so Nilamum Vandada Malarmukam Kana, Ulamum Vandodi Urigidime. So the roaming bees run and melt itself or melt themselves. And then the next line goes, Aragu. Aragu is beautiful. And this is another letter very difficult for Tamil speakers. This is Ra. Ra. It's a very important one. Tamil. Most people would say Tamil. Valapalam. So it doesn't come to them. This Ra is very important. Because we are saying this one is a la. There should be another la, which is in the previous one, if I could see. So this is all the la, and this one is a ra, and the other la. Let me show it to you in a second. Give me 1 second. I'm sure we would have come across all of those things in here. There. So this is another la, but here we say ill because I put a dot on top of it, so it becomes ill. If I put anything dot on top of it, it becomes ill. Or la, li, lu, le. All of these things with the joining with the first the 12 vowels in Tamil, and they change their form in writing and in pronunciation. La la, li li, lu lu, le le, lai, lo lo, lao, and so on. But if you put this one, il, ir, that's all would come. That's how we pronounce it, okay? So I can probably, I can write it to you, those three laws as well. Obviously, they are not la, they are different pronunciations. So let's try and see this one. So the first ill would be, you put a little circle there. You don't take your hands off, okay? So it's normally on the right. Start from there and then come like this. That's the la, okay? And if you put the dot on top of it, I normally put star, but you can put a little dot, which is ill, okay? La without the dot, with the dot, it pronounced as ill. And then the second one is la. So again like this. So la. So same pronunciation. If I put the dot on it, ill. But the pronunciation is slightly differing, okay? La. And then the next one is ra. This is might be very difficult. This is a ra, but we don't have anything in equivalent in English, so I have to use like a za. Ra, tamur. So if I put the dot on it, it becomes ir. Otherwise, ra, ir. So these are the three different ones. But they are obviously, different pronunciations. So how do I say? So la. The first one is la. What I'm doing, la, ill, la, My tip of the tongue is touching the top row of the teeth underneath the teeth, the first two teeth. La. If I want to say ill, it's touching in the same place. La, ill. And the second one, ill. So, for example, if you want to say squirrel, and you use the first one, squirrel, anil. Squirrel, anil. And this one, for example, if you want to say, but you can also say for the tooth, pal. And this one, if you want to say school, sorry, I got the wrong one in English. School, then you say palli. So here I'm folding the tongue, pal, and then it's touching underneath the top of the bottom, what do we call them? Bottom portion of the jaw. Palli. If you want to say this one, tamur, the third one is tamur. So more or less like a il, ir. That's how you try to pronounce it. But like music, you need to have a good ear to differentiate this pronunciation. Ir. Yeah. But even for Tamil people, all these three are very difficult, unless otherwise they've been guided since the childhood. It might be very difficult for them to change it. Thanks to my dad, he has guided me, and so I am able to do very good, and I can understand if anyone makes mistake as well. But anyway, so Tamil people, it might be very difficult for all these differentiation. Okay, il, ra. Il, Now we are here in Aragu, beautiful. Aragu send means like a bouquet, flower bouquet or bouquet. Aragu sendadam. I can only remember what was the BBC drama, looking up something appearance. She passed away recently, isn't it? Something about the bouquet. Whenever I say bouquet, and I can't remember, but something sticks in my mind. Yeah. Anyway, so I can't remember the serial. Something looking appearance, or I don't remember. Yeah, the serial called Keeping Up Appearances. That was the one I was thinking about. Something hyacinth bouquet. I don't know why when I say bouquet, I know her name is Hyacinth Bucket. Yeah, something about the bouquet in the one of those episodes I watched. Anyway, yeah, sendada, அழகு செண்டு. Sendu means பூச்செண்டு. Sometimes we say sendu, sometimes we say che, பூச்செண்டு. So bouquet, that is bouquet. And then amudam means ambrosia. This is the very first letter, very first vowel in Tamil. A. I have already put it. Some of the check my videos. Amudam means ambrosia. Amudam. Did I not write it? Well, okay, I didn't write the transliteration. Forgive me. Amudam என்றாட, and so dance. உலகம் means the world. The world. நின்று ஆட, so the உலகம் stopped, the world stopped, stood, danced. And then what else? The next one goes. Actually, this is page number 2. After this page number, this should be coming. So I kind of put a different page, but at least you know now. So Thai Thai means mother, mom. But when you join this one, Thai Mori, it's mother tongue. Mori means language, mother tongue. Any Tamil speakers, I'm just going to say to them in order for them to understand in Tamil. So mother tongue வந்து ஃபர்ஸ்ட் லாங்குவேஜ்னு சொல்லுவோம். ஏன்னா அதுதான் முதல்ல நம்ம பேசுகிறதுனால ஃபஸ்ட்டு லாங்குவேஜ்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. I was explaining about the first language, தாய்மொழி தமிழாலை. So I would like, my mother tongue is Tamil, so தாய்மொழி தமிழாலை இசை வழி நான் காண. So I would like to see the music language in my mother tongue. That's what they mean it in here. So isai means music, vari means, through the medium, or you can say the mode of. Also, you can say the direction. Can you show me the direction? So vari. And then nan means I or me, mine. Mine is another. So nan is I or me. Even for me, you have another word, எனக்கு. நான் காண, to see. Okay, and then here it's adisayam. I think it's getting darker. It's only 6:15 here. But it just, the weather in the UK. It's just gone a bit dark. Adisayam tan. So adisayam is miracle, or the magic, a magic. அதிசயம் தான் ஏது அறியாததோ. So how come that I wasn't aware of this magic? I don't know the meaning really in that sense of the song, but to watch it, I need to watch the film. But this is what the line expresses. And then the next one goes, why. So we saw Thai is mother, and then vai is mouth. So it's like a kind of a rhyming in Tamil. So Thai Mori, vai Mori, mouth language. Keelada, can't hear. Malar viri, so viri means eye. Kan also you can say kan. Viri. Kan is spoken language, viri is literature language. Malar is flower, we already seen. So her eyes like a flower or like flowers. தாய்மொழி வாய்மொழி கேளாத மலர்விழி நீதானே. So probably she won't be able to speak. I don't know. So she can be a deaf person, deaf mute person, because kelada is also if you can't hear, so deaf mute person. Or what do we call them? Hearing loss of hearing or hearing impairment, speaking impairment. That's in English. I'm going to say that's in Tamil for people who, the Tamil speakers, for them to understand clearly. So let me speak in Tamil. ஸோ நம்ம வந்து செவிடு சொல்லுவோம், குருடு சொல்லுவோம், ஊமை சொல்லுவோம். இதெல்லாம் வந்து ஆங்கிலத்தில் வந்து அக்செப்ட் பண்ண மாட்டாங்க. அதெல்லாம் இப்போ வந்து மாறிடுச்சு, மொழியெல்லாம் மாறிடுச்சு. அதனால் வந்து எப்படி சொல்லுவோன்னா விஷுவல் இம்பேர்மெண்ட், ஹியரிங் இம்பேர்மெண்ட், ஸ்பீச் இம்பேர்மெண்ட் அப்படி சொல்லுவோம். ஸோ அதனால் வந்து இப்போ செவிடுன்னும் போது அது வந்து டெஃப் இல்லையா, அப்படி சொல்லக்கூடாது. டெஃப்னு சொல்லக்கூடாது, டெஃப் பர்சன் சொல்லலாம். அல்லது ஹார்ட் ஆஃப் ஹியரிங் சொல்லலாம், ஹார்ட் ஆஃப் ஹியரிங் சொல்லலாம். ஊமைக்கு வந்து நம்ம வந்து என்ன சொல்லுவோம், ஊமைக்கு இங்கே வந்து முன்னாடிலாம் வந்து forgive me, I'm just using this for learning purposes, for using this word. டம் சொல்லக்கூடாது. டம்னா வந்து ஊமை, பேச முடியாதவங்க. ஆனால் டம்முன்னு சொல்லக்கூடாது, டியூஎம்பி வரும். ஆனால் அந்த பியும் வந்து நம்ம ப்ரொனவுன்ஸ் பண்ண மாட்டோம். இதெல்லாம் வந்து என்ன சொல்கிறது, அஃபென்சிவ் லாங்குவேஜ், குற்றமுள்ள மொழின்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. அஃபென்சிவ் லாங்குவேஜ்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. ஸோ டம் அப்படின்னு யாரையும் சொல்லக்கூடாது. ஏன்னா டம்முக்கு 2 பொருள் இருக்குது. ஒன்று சுத்தமாக அறிவே இல்லாதவங்க, மூளை இல்லாதவங்க. ஆனால் வந்து வாய் பேச முடியாதவங்க அத்தனை பேரும் மூளை இல்லாதவங்க கிடையாது. அவங்க நம்மளுடைய தமிழே இருக்குது, மாற்றுத்திறனாளின்னு இருக்குது இல்லையா. ஸோ முன்னாள் முதலமைச்சர் திரு ஸ்டாலின் அவர்கள் அந்த வார்த்தையை கொண்டு வந்தாருன்னு நான் நினைக்கிறேன். உறுதியாக எனக்கு தெரியல, மாற்றுத்திறனாளிகள் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு. ஸோ எப்பயே வந்து ஆங்கிலத்துலேயும் வந்து இது வந்து என்ன சொல்கிறாங்கன்னு சொன்னால் டிசேபிள்டுன்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. முன்னாடிலாம் ஹேண்டிகேப்ட் இருந்துச்சு, இப்போ அந்த வார்த்தையை வந்து ஹேண்டிகேப்ட் இஸ் நாட் இன் யூஸ் எனிமோர். ஸோ அந்த வார்த்தைகளை உபயோகப்படுத்துறதில்ல. ஸோ அதுக்கு பதில் டிசேபிள்டு, அவங்களுக்கு ஒரு எபிலிட்டி வந்து குறைஞ்சிருக்கு அப்படின்ற மாதிரி. இதை தான் மாற்றுத்திறனாளின்னு சொல்கிறாங்க. ஆனால் ஃப்ரெஞ்சில் வந்து anyone French listeners, please let me know if I am wrong. ஃப்ரெஞ்சில் வந்து இன்னமும் ஆந்திகாப்பேன் தான் யூஸ் பண்ணுறாங்க. இன்னும் புதியதாக ஒரு வார்த்தைகள் வந்து வந்ததாக தெரியல. பழைய மொழியோடையே இருக்குது. ஃப்ரெஞ்ச் வந்து இன்னும் ஓல்டு ஃப்ரெஞ்சாகவே இருக்குது. அதற்கு வார்த்தைகள் கொண்டு வந்ததாக எனக்கு தெரியல, எனக்கு தெரிஞ்ச வரைக்கும். ஸோ இங்கிலீஷில் வந்து ஹேண்டிகேப்னு உபயோகப்படுத்துறதுல டிசேபிள்னு சொல்கிறோம். ஸோ அது மாதிரி வந்து இதெல்லாம் வந்து உபயோகப்படுத்தக்கூடாது இந்த வார்த்தைகள் எல்லாம். ஸோ இப்போ யாரான ஒருத்தவங்களுக்கு அவங்களுக்கு காது கேட்கல அப்படின்னு சொன்னால் we have to say deaf person. காதும் கேட்கல, அவங்க வாயும் பேச முடியலன்னு சொன்னால் deaf mute person சொல்லலாம். அல்லது வந்து என்ன சொல்லலாம்னு சொன்னால் ஹார்ட் ஆஃப் ஹியரிங், ஹார்ட் ஆஃப் ஸ்பீச் இம்பேர்மெண்ட். ஸ்பீச்னா பேசுகிறது, இம்பேர்மெண்ட்னா வந்து கொஞ்சம் பிரச்சனை உள்ளது அப்படின்றது, இம்பேர்மெண்ட் அப்படி சொல்லலாம். Thank you. So let me move on to speak in English to explain all these Tamil words. வாய்மொழி கேளாத மலர்விழி நீதானே. And then the next word goes உயிர். We have seen in so many videos of my videos. So உயிர் means like soul. So if you don't have the soul, it's just the body, right? So that's the soul. உயிர். மொழி, again language. Non-pada, so I am singing the soul language, the language for soul, the language of soul. Non-pada theriyadado. I don't know whether he is referring to that. I don't know if he doesn't know how to sing, or if the weird mori, the soul language that he is singing, that she doesn't unaware of. She does not aware of that. So theriyadadu means don't know, or you can say unaware, not known. I've given you here in English. Soul language, I sing, unknown, not known, whatever. According to the context, we need to change the meaning. And then the next page goes, தேவியை நான் வேண்டி தேவியை நான் வேண்டே. Let me try and get the lights on. So தேவியை, Devi means goddess. Also you can say like a princess. You can call princess as well Devi. So Devi, nan vendi. So I am praying. Nan means I. Vendi means like praying. Ullurigi nan pada. Ullurigi means like with wholeheartedly. With wholeheartedly, I am singing, praying the God. Or probably, well, I think in that song, I can see the goddesses as well. He's in a temple or somewhere else. Sometimes you could refer to, it's a double meaning. Sometimes he can refer to the girl he is in love with. And then the next line goes, Devadai, angel, fairy. Devadai is fairy or angel, or you can also say damsel, for Devadai. Neod as well, and he's referring to the girl. So they were normally up in the sky, right? The people, God, divine people. That's what we're referring to, fairy and angel. But sometimes you can refer that to a girl as well, like in Devadai. Neoda, you are dancing. Ni you, Ada means dance. Kan, we already saw kan as a viri, and here it's kan. I, Mayangi. Mayangi means normally like a dizzying, but here it's like dazzled with her dance. Nan kuda. So I too, you can say the kuda means joining as well. You can say join, or you can say too as well. I too. I don't know what they say in here. So kind of the words meaning I have given it to you. Where's my next page? I'm looking for my next page. I shot it somewhere else. Yeah, I found it. And then the next one, guys, Iruviri. So just before we saw kan, yeah, here now viri. So two eyes. Pu tada. Pu means flower. Pu tada means like blossomed. Non tedinin. So both my eyes blossomed, and I searched. So tedinin here is in the past tense. Non tedugiren is present tense. Non tedugiren. நான் தேடிக்கொண்டிருக்கின்றேன், or நான் தேடிக்கொண்டிருக்கிறேன், நான் தேடிக்கிட்டு இருக்கேன். ஸோ இன் ஸ்போக்கன் லாங்குவேஜ் நான் தேடிக்கிட்டு இருக்கேன். Completely different. As you all know, the Tamil spoken language is completely different. தேடிக்கிட்டு இருக்கேன். That's the present continuous. நான் தேடினேன் is the past tense. So you are learning the tenses as well here. So I searched. Ediril, opposite. You can also say ediril means opposite or in front. In front. Nindradam, standing, stood dancing. Nindru means standing, Adam means dance. Standing, dancing, stood dancing. Malai means a hill or mountain. Thain is honey. Malai thain, honey, mountain honey. Yenadu here, enadu means mine. Yenraga, and so Malaithain. So the same word here, Malaithain, but it's joined in here, is joined. So you can here you have some space. But whereas in there there's no space. So there's a different meaning. So Malaithain is a two words which means mountain honey. When you join them together, Malaithain means I kind of like astonished. I like kind of surprised. What's going on in front of me? Who is dancing is mine, my girl, and so on. And so here I've given you the transliteration: pa, ma, ga, sa, ri, ga, ma, pa, sa, ri, ga, ma, pa, ga, ri, sa, ni, ri, sa, ni, da, and so on. And then the next line goes, email. So it might be a really good word for you. Email. Email is eyelid, single one. So eyelid, but we normally say eyelids, right? The, in my eyelids, I put it here, eyelids. Ninrada, so that girl or somebody standing in that eyelids and dancing. It's impossible, right? Standing on the eyelids, but that's the imagination of the poet. Imayil Ninrada, idam aval. So idam is a place. Also, you can say left hand side, aval theda. So probably she's searching for the place, or where is he, or probably he's searching on the left hand side. I don't know what do they mean. Email nindada idam aval theda. இதயமும் உருகுது மெதுவாக இதயமும் உருகுது மெதுவாக. So this one might be very, very important for any health professionals who are listening. In case if you are listening, Tamil non-speakers of Tamil health professionals, this would be really good. Heart. Idayam means heart. If you have to explain to any patients who don't speak English, and if you have to say heart, then you can say idayam. They have problem with their heart, or they have to do a heart scan, then you can say idayam. Then they would be able to understand. Okay, idayamum urugudu. So my heart is also melting slowly. Meduvaga. Meduvaga means slowly. Heart melts slowly. My heart or heart is melting slowly. And then jadil. So I already said before some of the words tom, tom, tom. Other words, tati, kida, all those things called jati words, dance jati words. Jadil ninradi. So on those jadis, on these forms of the rhythmic words, you stood dancing. Sadi badiyaga. This I don't know. Even Tamil speaker would know this one. Sadi means it is referring to the wife or the female, and then padi. Padi, the most probably the people would know, Tamil people would know, maybe not the sadi. Padi is the husband. It's a very literary word. No, nobody says padi, but the spoken language, I wouldn't use it. But anyway, I'm not married, so I don't have to say this word. But normally people when they say their spoken language, purushan, they say purushan. Aval purushan, yen purushan, my husband, yen purushan. But I wouldn't use that word. The proper Tamil is kanavar. Ka-na-va-ir. Kanavar. And this is the literary language, padi. And there are many words for that. And then they could, in spoken language, they could also say vitakarar. Veedu means home. Vitakarar. Like vitakarar, you can also say the landlord. You can say that one. And enga vitakarar, you can also say referring to the husband. So people would say enga vitakarar. They normally say I am Purushan, they would say. There's a song called Em Purushan Da Enakku Mattum Dhaan Sondam. There is another song. I'll try to put that sometime. If you want to listen to that, you can listen to it. The actress called Suhasini, she is so, what can we say? She's so innocent. She doesn't know what's going on with her husband, who has got another girl on the go, and he has been cheating her. And so she's singing. I think that's the kind of story. I don't remember. So really what they are trying to say here as Lord, Shiva and Parvati. So Parvati and this one is Shiva. That's the form. So like that, how they mingled, because if you see, Shiva has given his left hand side where the heart is to Parvati. He has given his consort Parvati on the left hand side. So if you could see some of the Shivas, they will be like half man, half woman. So that's what they are referring here, like kind of email in idam aval theda she is looking for a place or whatever. இதயம் உருகுது மெதுவாக ஜொதியில் நின்றாடி சதிபதியாக. So as kind of Lord and Shiva, உறவு means relationship, dinamurigi, every day melts. It's very beautiful. The song is really very beautiful. And then kalandada. So here you can say kalandada. Kalandada means like mixed together, mingled and dancing. And then 7, and then that's the last page, I presume. This is I've already explained to you. நிலவும் வந்தாடும் மலர்முகம் காண அழகு சென்றாட அமுதம் என்று உலகம் நின்றாட. I have already explained to you this one. Well, I hope this is very useful towards learning your Tamil language, whether non-speaker of Tamil or speaker of Tamil, whoever. How did you find it? If you want to write, you can write to me in the comment box. Let me know where you are watching from as well. That would be really good. That would motivate me to put more videos. Thank you everyone. See you soon. Bye.